traveling with Neve. Any advice for parents to be?
See, I see what you're doing here, Tim. You're using this forum to learn yourself.
That's right.
And essentially, in a word, just don't. Just don't.
Don't travel.
I probably do quite a bit more travelling with a young one than most because we do split our time between Wellington and Auckland, and I know it through the ages from when they're really little and can still fit in a cot and go to sleep, bless them, to when they get a little bit older and quite wriggly and don't understand how to keep still and yet haven't got to that point where you can put a screen in front of them. And there are so many. It's travel for me. Getting on a plane, I used to really enjoy because not that I don't necessarily now, but that whole not having to think anymore. You sit down, you find your seat, G, F, found it, cool. Next to a window, you sit down, and then your brain switches off, or you can.
Normally, I fall asleep before takeoff.
Yeah, something about takeoff that sends me off to sleep.
Yeah.
But when you have a child, it's like a sports match from start to finish. You've got to work out where your uniform is, where their uniform is. Have you got your mouth guard? What do I need in my bag? Do I have a clean set of clothes? Have I put on clothes that are restroom friendly? Don't be putting on a pair of dungarees on a small child before you get on a plane or something that you can't easily get off and on. and all these other little things. Do I have distractions in the bag? Do I have favourite toys? Do I have snacks? Rusks. Rusks are great. I'll tell you what else is great. The Air New Zealand staff. They are brilliant. They're very good at coming down. There's something about those cups that a small child particularly enjoys, and the lids. So you try and hold that out as a treat, an empty cup and a lid, and away they go. On a couple of occasions, I've even had the Air New Zealand staff put a bunch of the lollies inside 2 cups and then tape the cups together
like a rattle.
as a rattle and hand the rattle over.
Wow.
So they are very helpful.
This is sounding like a lot. Now, I don't have children, and and you're not making me want to change my mind here.
I mean, it changes your whole perspective on other people who travel with children. And I do know now that when I'm on a plane without a child and someone else has one, you go out of your way to make them feel comfortable because it can be quite stressful, to be completely honest.
So it's 4 months, like if you're going to do a trip, you've got a child on the way, a 4-month-old child, is that the time to do it as opposed to the 7-month or 8-month-old child?
Well, we flew to New York and back when Neve was 4 months.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant actually because in New Zealand have these little pods that you can request in advance at the front of each section that a bassinet plugs into.
Yeah.
And I would highly recommend if your child has gone into a long sleep cycle, so maybe sleeps longer at night, book your flights so that it coincides with a long sleep cycle because it will give you a chance to have a break on the plane. We just fluked that, and it was great for us, and it was great for the people around us as well.
Yeah, but I mean, you do get people who give dirty looks to parents, and I probably was one of them in my younger years. I really try not to do it anymore.
Right.
But it's but it must be so awful. Like, there's nothing you can. You're doing the best you can.
Well, particularly because a young child's often crying because they can't clear their ears.
Yeah.
And they can't suck on a lolly.
And you can't explain to them like that this will pass. Like this isn't the way life is now. Yeah.
Always keep a bottle handy for takeoff and landing. Is the other tip. So that they clear their ears.